Can you hear me now? Hey. All right. Oh, perfect. They call me right on time Joe for a reason. Oh, don't you know? Let's do it. Let's shoot. What? Yeah, yeah. Let's do it. We'll do it live. I'll write it.
Welcome back, shooters! For a special edition of some Team Handball Tuesday action here on the Shootin' Straight Handball podcast. As always, I'm joined by a good friend of mine, Mr. Joseph P. Esquire Williams III. Joey, how we doing today?
I'm doing amazing, JD. How are
Excellent. It's Tuesday, so it's been a busy start to the week already for me, but can't complain too much. You were the one hitting it right on time here. You mind telling the viewers what you were doing?
I was coaching lacrosse. So
Stinging some top cheddar there, getting some nice cabbage growing.
I was telling kids how to do it, or trying my best to at least.
Okay. How many spoons you got with you?
I had no spoons with me.
No spoons. Okay. He's a spoonless lax coach here. He's repping. He's repping though. That's good. That's good. For those of you that are new to the show, if there's anybody which would be surprising at this point, just look beneath Joey and I. It's kind of a list of our topics today. Joey had no time to prep because he'd been at lax practice, so we're gonna wing this one. Yep. He's flying into the darkness. You know, when you're a pilot, they I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you're doing pilot school, they basically don't let you look out the window at all, and you just have to fly and land the plane with just the gauges. So
wow,
that's why you got to learn how to fly blind. So it's a good trick to have for all you kids studying at home. So we're gonna talk.
Your ride and you're doing anything.
Yeah, I don't advise this for driving. Probably not a good idea, but things to just think about. So today we're going to talk about the big handball tournament from this past weekend, which we were unable to attend, which was the Swim and Sport Fest, the 61st annual Swim and Sport Fest tournament. Maybe a potential tournament here in the Midwest between Pittsburgh, Columbus, aka Flairtown, and Detroit. Go over this was the topics I had for our Saturday show that got canceled, so I apologize to everybody. We were supposed to do a show this past Saturday, but we were camping in Kentucky, and I could not get my phone to have strong enough signal to.
Where were you in Kentucky? Mammoth Cave?
Moorhead. We're out there in Moorhead. Cave Run Lake, I think. Anyways, Twin Knobs. We were at the Twin Knobs.
Have you been to Mammoth Cave?
No, I have not. It's one of those things that it's on the list of like weekend trips. We just haven't got around to it recently. Been a lot of COVID times, but yeah. So I was basically trying to use my phone as a mobile hotspot for my laptop, but wasn't strong enough. So apologize for all of you that took time out of your Saturday to tune in, but we hope to not let you down. Oh, we got Big Boy Bolty's giving us pilot lessons. Oh, I'm giving the pilot lessons. Yeah. So, anyways, if we can be Sully Sullenberger and just fly it on a river, so it can be done. It can be done. So anyway, yeah, we went camping because we were not allowed to go to the Flanders, which is the Swim and Sport Fest tournament in Flanders, New Jersey.
You're saying they discriminated against Ohioans? Yeah,
there was a big red X on the Armada. We were really flying 3 ships into that tournament, and they said, not you, Mr. Columbus. Got to turn that fleet around. Your Armada's not welcome here. They're scared because we finished 3rd last year. Anyways, results finished as follows. We had in the women's division, which usually only has 2 or 3 teams, we had New York City Team Handball Club as first, and the Penn State women at second. Men's division, This is where it gets interesting. I don't know who all
The
played.
standard of 2 teams.
I'm not.
No,
I'm only gonna say first and second place. We'll just leave it at that. Men's division, interesting. I didn't get the scoop from my troops, so I'll have to dig a little bit more on this. I apologize for my lack of reporting skills, but it looks like our boys from SSC took home the title with a second place finish by none other than THC. Those boys, they partake in a lot
Are they
of.
from Colorado?
Nope. They just like to partake in a lot of activities off the field. That is, they do not waste any time with that. It's funny because that THC team, it's basically the sons of all the like Olympians and like the nephews of all the Olympians that go there, and they're friends, and they're all like 6'5", 220, just like chiseled, like a full team of Drew Donlins out there, just. But they've never played.
Players, right?
No. They've
Oh,
literally they only play that tournament
Oh.
every year. Yeah, weird, right? Isn't that weird how you can just take someone who's super athletic and just throw them out there? It's just a fun tournament though. Everybody's having a good time. A lot of camping, alcoholic adult beverages.
Sounds like a drinking tournament with a handball problem.
That's how a lot of our guys treat it. So that's why we took our talents to the backwoods of Kentucky for the weekend to partake in that same activity. So we took the RV down and we lived to tell the tale. It was a tough ride though. But yeah, so it's always a good tournament for all you that are looking to go next year. Highly recommend. It's a good time. It's probably my favorite tournament of the year every year, like hands down. You know, you're not gonna like have the best refereeing. Conditions are probably gonna be sucky, but it's definitely the most fun. So
it's just a standard American handball team.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and it's the longest running. I think I have to confirm with some South American folks, but it might be the longest running handball tournament consecutively in all of North and South America. So
we'll just say it is, because
who's gonna stop us?
So, and the funny thing, JD too, is like I was reading the article Melissa wrote for USATH Team Handball.
She was there too, which is cool.
Yeah. And so like the first sentence in this article was, even though it's not a USATH Team Handball sanctioned event. I was like, oh, that's like kind of a interesting, like it's the oldest tournament. It's been around the longest.
But they don't do anything with. Yeah, we're trying to bridge that gap. There's which is why I found it interesting Melissa was there and doing some good PR work, you know, because I go to that tournament and, you know, that group of people has no connection with USATH Team Handball. They're all former Olympians that love handball. They're just a totally like different group of people. So I don't know. Somebody ticked them off at some point. I'm sure there's a story to be told there. But we will leave it at that. But they're cool. I mean, there's everybody there. Their name is Steve. So if you don't know anybody, just call him Steve. I think there's like 17 guys named Steve that are all there. So it's pretty cool group. But they're all just like real laid back, just there to play handball. So I think we lost Joey. So I'm gonna keep just talking here. But yeah, it's about a good 9-hour, 8.5-hour drive from Columbus. So it's a bit of a haul, but Hurricane can handle it. We camped out last year. It went pretty well. Internet says it's an unstable connection, so we apologize here, folks. But Joey has returned to us. Joey, did you hear anything I said?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
The name of the legendary RV.
Yeah. It's done many handball trips. Done a lot. We've been through a lot together. It was almost the end this weekend. I'll tell you that much. It was some scary moments, but anyways, so yeah, that's a good start to, you know, what we might transition into is a Midwestern style tournament of a similar sort. Joey, you want to delve a little bit on that since that was your brainchild, maybe?
We have nothing yet to delve into, but I guess we can just kind of rattle some ideas out there and see what sticks, considering we're the two out of the three in the triumvirate of people who, I don't know, yeah, whatever. So yeah, no, I don't know. It seems like the situation in Michigan is getting better in general, and seems the
Good.
same in Western Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Ohio's
So those are
pretty much same old, same old. So they don't seem to
yeah.
care.
So I don't know. It'd be nice to like considering we're like a very small group of people to like have a handball game of some sort, um, in some shape or fashion.
Yeah.
What that looks like, I don't know. Just given like things change every day as far as what is recommended and
Yeah.
what's not. So it'd be cool to be able to play Columbus and Pittsburgh. Because I mean, I don't know. Like,
I'm not gonna. Don't sleep on the Dublin Drunks. I'm gonna get flack if I don't bring them up. But I'm just saying, like, we got some talent there. I might be making a trade to go play for them. So, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, the Armada ownership seems to think that they can just find a different goalie, no problem. So I'm like, fine.
Wait, Eddie, walk us through this. Tell us about this.
So
air it out.
The Dublin Drunks were formed earlier this year. Part joke, part reality. I happen to live
a joke that's become reality.
Yeah, yeah. So to lay it on you, Mr. Jeb H. His middle name's not H, it's S. Jeb S. Hochter. He just recently moved to Dublin. I live just outside of Dublin.
Dublin, Ohio.
Dublin, Ohio. Not to be confused with our friends in Ireland there. But he wanted to get his own team together, basically, and we started looking at buying jerseys and everything. And another one of the guys from the Armada is moving to Dublin. Another one of the guys is moving in with Jeb. We're slowly.
How far is Dublin from Columbus proper?
Oh, well, I guess Columbus, like the city of Columbus, like borders Dublin technically. So, I mean, technically Jeb actually lives in Columbus, but it's really Dublin. But from downtown, it's like 15, 20 minutes. It's just a suburb on the northwest side. So we have like a full kind of posse, I'd say, of some legitimate talent from the Armada. And I know a lot of the Armada guys are like, look, all I care about is if I still have Randall. That's all they want. They don't want me. So they said, we'll stick Max in goal, which, you know, Max is Max, man. He'll play wherever he can get on the court.
Wait,
running his mouth.
I'm trying to understand how you got boxed out of being goalie for the team you started.
So Max actually started the team, and I personally would prefer to not have to drive all the way downtown for practice if I'd only had to drive to like 5 minutes instead of 20 minutes. So that's kind of the way it worked. And I talked with my agent, and you know, Max made it very clear that he's like, look, if you're not willing to put in the effort for the team, and you think you can get a better team in Dublin, then we don't want you here. And I was like, look, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to have, you know, what makes most sense for my time, and I can't play for both teams, so they're offering me a better deal, and that's the end of it. So
is Dublin actually like, are you guys actually like congregating now, or is this like are you actually going to start like
probably here in the next few weeks? I think is the plan. I'm changing jobs at work, so that's taking up some time. We got a pretty big project we're closing up right now, so pretty much most of my weeknights are occupied in some capacity, and then weekends we got frickin' Kaylee's got a bridal shower this upcoming weekend. Next weekend we got nephew's birthday. What's up? Which one is that?
Sorry,
I can't see.
Intruder.
He can come and say hi. It's cool.
Chris.
Come on, Chris.
No, if you want to just be in the podcast, walk right
in.
Hey,
yeah. Everybody, it's Detroit Handball Club starting left wing, Chris Williams. What's up, Chris? I don't know if you can hear me or not. Good.
He's also, he can hear you. He's also going to be starting a team in Grand Rapids. So.
Oh, snap.
I'm going to work on it.
Grand Rapids would be clutch. Right. And we get the little Grand Rapids, Detroit, Flint, little triangle of Michigan going on there. So it'd be a real skinny triangle. I don't know, maybe like this big. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the thing with Dublin. See you, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. what's the name with Grand Rapids going to be? The Grand Rapids Roughnecks, Grand Rapids Rubber Balls, Grand
You
Rapids.
remember talking to Roger, Roger, and like from the Tigers podcast, and they were
Yes,
saying
yes.
the Grand Rapids Bung Hammers. You might have to,
Bunghammer
yeah, because like Grand Rapids is a really big like craft brewing city, and I guess a Bung Hammer is
is a
like,
beer.
and well, it's like you know how they have those corks in the barrel for
Okay.
like when they're aging beer.
Yeah,
Or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's a component of the process of beer making, a Bung Hammer. So.
All right, I like it. I like it. Nothing like Grand Rapid Bong Hanger Hammer. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be a tongue twister for me. I'm gonna have to work on that one. Unique New York. Unique New York. How now, brown cow. So, anyways, yeah, Dublin's on the scene. We're hoping to get some scrimmages between them and the Armada, and then I'm talking with our guys at OSU as well because they're going back to campus here in 2 weeks, and there's no foreseeable handball for them basically. So we're gonna have like a lot of they're not allowed to.
Like no sports, like no clubs.
You can play tennis and ping pong. That's the extent of what they're allowed to do.
Let's call handball one of those things.
Just yeah. So
can you just make it non-contact? Can you like?
No, there's no. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a lot of off-campus practices. If they want to come, they can come. If they don't, whatever. I'm not gonna make them come. Basically, it'll be strictly volunteering. So there's a lot of roller rinks around campus that we can go to. So we'll basically have practice until it's too cold, which basically gives us like 2 months to practice outside because they're a bunch of wimps. They won't want to practice when it's like 40 degrees out. So, yeah, so we don't have a lot of time, but we can have games. I think some of the facilities are still going to be like open to letting people come in here in the next couple months. I know our indoor soccer league got canceled, but yeah, so I don't know. We can have games outside. I know that for our potential Columbus, Detroit, Pittsburgh thing, I really want it to be in Akron because that's kind of like a neutral spot for everybody. Everybody has to drive like a couple, like I don't know how far it is from Detroit. Probably like 2 hours. Maybe.
Okay. I think it's farther than Columbus actually. So I'm not sure. I can look it up right now.
All right.
Ask Mr. Google.
It's only 2 hours from Columbus, and then it's like an hour from Pittsburgh. It's probably like, how far is Cleveland from Detroit?
Oh yeah, so Akron's 3 hours.
Oh snap! All right, maybe it's not better for you.
Farther than Cleveland. I think Cleveland might actually be better. Let me check here.
Maybe we play in Cleveland then.
But one of the guys on our team, yeah, Cleveland's like 10 minutes closer.
Ooh.
So. No, but honestly, it doesn't matter. One of our guys on our team has access to a bus. So
Gus the bus.
Shout out Chris, our bus guy, our bus connection.
All right, that's what you need, man. Once you get a massive people hauler, like I load people up in the Hurricane, like everybody, gas is probably more expensive, but like we're at the same time. Look, again, no one's gonna arrest me for this, but with the most people we've put in there at one time was 18.
Oh my God! For how long?
From Miami of Ohio, so it was like
18 people.
Yeah, it's like a 2 hour drive. So
that's fun.
Flanders last year we had 14, and that's 9 hours. So yeah,
that's a big old RV.
Yes, 32 feet, baby. Hurricane don't mess around. Hurricane gets down. But it rocks, It's out there just rocking you like a hurricane. So yeah, you got a pretty big bus. Mishi? Depends how well you play people Tetris. Yep. No, I did that in high school. We did that a lot, actually. The upperclassmen would force the freshmen to put 3 people in a seat, which was probably not safe. So
Just
been there,
classic
done that.
hazing, you know?
Yeah. All dudes all the time.
Yeah, this guy's being huge, right?
Yeah. It was some arbitrary number. They basically said that all the upperclassmen had to get their own seat, and then freshmen had to double or triple up. And you got your backpack, you got your bags for sports after class and whatnot. So you got all this stuff. Like I had my goalie stick because I wouldn't fit in my locker at school, so I had to bring that with me. So I got like the special treatment because it took up too much space. So I was like, all right, thanks. So perks of being a goalie sometime. But yeah, get yourself a nice people hauler. I mean, your parents got the big rig. I don't know how many people. I don't know how many people you can put in that. Like 9, 10,
14.
14. All right.
That's the
seatbelt. Yeah, that's the thing people always ask with the RV is that there's not. I don't know if there's only 2 seatbelts. I think. I'm not sure how that. Yeah, I don't know how that really. I'm not. Again, please do not arrest me. I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Cops in Ohio, you don't like that's a thing up in Michigan. Like as soon as you cross the border, you get pulled over for farting too loud in your car.
Yeah, man. And all those potholes, that's what it'll do. It shakes you up, shakes up your bowels.
No, but seriously, you get pulled over like for looking the wrong direction in Ohio if you have a Michigan license.
That's how it's bad blood, baby. That's what we gotta get you guys a little bit better. Not you, because you're on my team, I guess, in that regard. But the boys in blue got to step up their game here. So Justin Fields sent out some messages about how he's ready to beat the brakes off of Michigan. So he's not opting out. There's no opting out from that guy.
Well, I know Michigan. I think Michigan's going online. I've heard
a lot of people are. Yeah.
People I know. And so we're actually we don't have a ref now because
Rafa is
Rockstar ref Rafa.
Where's he going now?
He's staying home. I think he lives
in Brazil. Florida. Oh, Florida.
No, it's like family lives in Florida, so he's just living with them. But that's a huge bummer.
That is a big loss. Dang it. That'd be nice. Instead, we got Tony Kostrevsky, Anton Gromik. They can referee our games for a small fee.
Where do they live?
Columbus.
Oh, what? You guys have 2 refs?
Yeah. I just gotta pay them most of the time.
Are they certified?
Tony's IHF certified. Yeah, Tony doesn't mess around. He's just busy. Yeah, he used to be our coach. So yeah, he took the IHF he's taking the IHF referee course. He's taking the IHF coaching course. Tony's the man.
Columbus, Ohio.
I don't know how he got to Columbus. He not sure how he got here, but Dime, his friend, won the lottery for citizenship of Macedonia. So I'm not sure. I feel like we've probably talked about this on the show before about each country. I don't know if it's each country, but I know a lot of countries have a citizenship lottery that basically you enter your name in, and if you win, then you're granted U.S. citizenship. So simple as that. So you can just move to America, and I don't know how that. I don't have a lot of details on that. I'm sure somebody watching will fill us in about that, because I know every time I'm shooting just blanks out here, people fill in the gaps for us. So thank you. But yeah,
how many listeners we got right now?
We got 5 live right now. We lost it. We're down to 4, but we're all about the YouTube stats. I think right now we're doing pretty well. Even our 2.5 hour episode with Chris had quite a few viewers, which was nice.
That was a sick episode.
That was a long haul. I feel bad for Chris. I never apologized that we kept him up all night, but he enjoyed it, so I wasn't gonna stop the conversation.
3 or 4 beers in, so he was having a good time.
Mishy said once you win the lottery, you still have to find a job, but it's definitely one of the easiest ways to get a visa. So good to know. So tough part, I know, for a lot of my friends is finding a job that'll help sponsor them. So we've lost people like our good friend Pierre. He wants us to come visit him sometime, and so if I ever end up in Paris, we'll give him a give them a shout out. But I know our guys have been asking about our spring break trip. Mishi also said all their visa categories are under attack by Trump. So a lot of political drama there.
Political.
Yeah.
Nishi, I feel like Nishi's our most dedicated, one of our most dedicated.
Yeah, it's between her, Martin, Mike from Alberta. So we got some good, Mishi, solid.
You're coming down the pipe. And
CJ's pretty.
Wow.
Yeah. So, where was I going? I don't know. Lost and confused. But anyways, so wherever that went, we are hoping to have some games between Columbus, Detroit, Pittsburgh. I think we're working on the female representation. We have a guest lined up from the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. We just got to coordinate timing a little bit better with her, and then we'll be in business. But
are you a female?
What?
I'll give Mishi a moment. Is Mishi a female?
Yes, it's Mishi from San Francisco.
All right. Well, hey, maybe if she wants to, we can have her on.
You hear that, Mishi? We'll get all the San Francisco love. You, Martin, anybody else? I guess you already talked to Danilo on your coffee talk there.
Oh, how's Danilo doing?
I don't know. You have
off the radar.
Yeah, we need more coffee talk. So I don't drink coffee. I'm just high on life every morning. Wake up, ready to rock and roll. So
why don't you drink coffee?
It's one of those things that people have told me that I probably would have some kind of like heart attack if I drank coffee. It's like too much. Like I'm already like way up here. I don't need coffee. Danilo is going insane without handball, is what Mishi said. So thank you for the update.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad I like this. It's like live. It's beautiful to have engagement in the chat. So yeah, we're looking to have some games in the near future. Ohio State, Detroit, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Dublin. So some of those teams on the radar. I'm working to get a team started in Akron, Canton, Kent area. Shout out to Robbie. Mishi says that she will be on. She'd be happy to join us for an episode sometime. So keep that on the radar. So, but yeah, I want to get a team started in the Akron, Canton kind of area. We've got a lot of interest there for people, but it's like just an awkward distance away for me, and I have a lot of guys that used to play handball that are just kind of not the go-getters to start a team, which is the hard part. So it's like you can't. People don't realize you need a person like Joey and I in all of these cities to be the organizer, because people aren't just going to go out and play handball organically. They need somebody to just kind of help orchestrate a little bit.
Or will they see New Jersey Flanders handball tournament? You know?
Oh, those guys that's not. I would call that an inorganic. That's just really? The sons of all the Olympians. Just the dads making them play.
The tournament itself, though, it's not through like USATH.
Oh yeah. None of my tournaments are through USATH Team Handball. I mean,
like
just playing handball.
Those aren't guys who are like going to nationals and who.
Oh yeah, I see. Sorry. Right. I was saying like a driven person, like just you can't get people to just play without a driven individual to kind of orchestrate that. If that makes sense. Which could kind of bring us to point number 4 on the topics there is I saw you post something about a potential league maybe this fall in Detroit. You want to touch upon that at all?
Of course. I don't know, man. I just want to like have handball happen in some shape or form in a way that's practical. So I just wanted to kind of see what's out there as far as who wants to play beyond just the people who have been coming and who have been kind of in it to win it. It's insane, honestly. Like the group we had pre-corona, like we had practiced for maybe a month, and like they like as soon as stuff opened back up in Michigan, like every single one of them were back. It was like it still astonishes me. It's like really
committed. That's good.
Get more people going, and I want to like make it easier for people to like get involved in some shape or form. And that's fun. So Yeah, I mean, we talked about the 3v3 league I did a while back, right?
Yeah, I think like I kind of like the 3v3 idea. I feel like I personally would have had you play it in a different kind of venue, I think.
Why?
Uh, just like the mini goal like space, we play
Mhm.
3v3 on like a kids basketball court. So still
Okay.
like you basically almost like beach lines because there's no wing shots. So it's just like kind of like a curved like back court. But then it's a short court. So we'll play like I guess 4v4 because goalies, but that's really all the space you can get in that. There's too many people kind of clogs it up. So that way you get everybody playing. You rotate one team, they're sitting out, and bring the next four guys in, kind of thing. So I'm not dissing on what you did. I just think having like a normal size
A bigger
goal,
venue.
yeah, even on that space, just like regular goal, I think would be nice. But at the same time, like you have a smaller crease and a smaller goal, which to be honest, like when I started playing handball, like what you had is how I started playing. Like what
Yeah.
your 3v3 because we didn't have a crease. We just had two bushes in my parents' backyard and that's and a volleyball. That's how we played.
OG.
So those bushes are no longer there. Sad day, but
RIP.
yep, yep.
Put those in the Smithsonian or something. Those were.
Yeah, yeah. The beginning of something crazy. So Um,
Sure.
but yeah, so that'd be cool if you guys get some kind of league going. I know it's just tough right now trying to prep anything because nobody's given me any kind of like, yeah, we're gonna have stuff this fall because they don't really know. So
Why do you need other people to do something for you?
like gym facilities and things like that. Like,
Why do you need a gym facility?
well, if we play outside, you're right, smart man. So goes
And
back.
I'm pretty sure you have a place similar to what we have, right? With the futsal.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool vibe.
So Mishi asked, "Do you guys think that is too hard / too expensive to get real handballs?" Uh,
Yes.
I mean, but outside of our Father's Day sale from Select, I would say, yeah. Just because I don't know, like when I don't know, I've talked to Jordan at Hummel, but he doesn't work there anymore, so
What?
he gave us,
Really?
yeah. With COVID, he kind of got I don't know if he got furloughed or laid off, but they kind of downsized a little bit. Yeah, fun fact there for all you fans at home. Um, he get us pretty good discount.
Yeah.
But like I personally don't like this Father's Day sale is the first time I've actually bought a handball. Like for my,
Yeah.
like I've been playing this long, I've never actually bought a handball. It's like how is that possible? Uh, Mostly because my previous coaches had a big, strong belief in like you go to a tournament, you're gonna come home with more than you left with, kind of thing. And I'm not a fan of that. But that's how they operated. So, uh,
That's not.
Mishi asks what kind of quantities we're looking at. I like when I buy them for like Ohio State guys, they buy them through whoever, but they'll buy like 10 at a time, basically.
Sounds like
Uh,
Mishi's got the hookup. Sounds
yeah, I
like
feel like
Mishi.
she's leading us. She's got the fishing line out, and she's just like,
Where
mm-hmm,
are you going with this,
mm-hmm,
Mishi?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Some kind of handball
Yeah,
pants?
we can get a plug here. You know, if you want an advertisement plug, we can put that in. You just said it in
Who
the
are you looking
chat.
for? I'm looking for
Yeah,
multiple.
yeah.
Got a good deal.
Uh, but yeah, I'm always for more balls. Like I don't need really expensive ones. I mean, freaking our whole first year we played with a size 3 2010 South Africa FIFA World Cup ball. Like that was the handball we had. It was just a soccer ball that was really smooth. So, and I didn't complain. Nobody complained. It was same size, and that ball actually got punted into the rafters of the gym last year. So that one's
Wow.
an
Wow.
original relic gone forever. Um, it's sad, looking back, you lose a lot of the cool stuff. Um, she said, still an immigrant and not allowed to start side businesses, but I can look into options. All right. when you get everything finalized, this is the route to go.
We have you
Mishi's
on.
Handball Services. So
Yeah,
yeah, we can put like an advertisement and everything. Like today's episode brought to you by Mishi's Handball Company. We got to come up with a better slogan. I think we'll work on that with the marketing team, obviously. But yeah, I think that would be very helpful because like you tell somebody and they're like for instance, when I told Billy Football to go buy a handball, he's like, okay, where do I go? I was like, just go to Dick's, and you go on Dick's website and it's like $84, and you're like, really? Like, do I want to buy this? So I ended up just buying one for him that was like pretty cheap and got the job done. So
I
I don't know.
sent him one, and he never said thank you. So
You sent him one too?
yeah, remember?
Oh, I
We
sent
both
him.
sent him.
Oh, dang.
I sent him at the start as well.
We're both
Never
on the
said
same page.
I wasn't trying to recruit him. I was just
You're
trying to
just
tell
being nice. Oh,
Trying to
handballshop.com is what Misha uses. US shipping for $10 if you purchase over $100. Not bad. But
12 for $100.
no. She said shipping's only $10 if you purchase from everything for over $100.
Well, folks, now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
I know like there's some Indian company that sent me an email for like balls for like $3 that I think I sent to everybody in our area, and I was like, those balls will probably like burst upon impact, so we're not gonna do that. So yeah, like I don't know, I don't buy a lot of balls just because I like to use like the flat ones, and everybody hates it because they're like, JD, why are we using the flat ball? And I'm like, well, because you need to learn how to not dribble. So sorry. Maybe that's a bad example, but I also think like playing with a flat ball is more like playing with stickum because there's a little bit more wrist utilization. But anyways, that's just my personal Deflategate view of everything. Are you looking up handballshop.com right now?
Yeah. Trying to find the balls. Once
Seriously, send me all of your old balls. I will take them. Like I give them anytime we have like kids camps. I always give like them to whatever kids want them. So like maybe that's part of my problem is like give away like all the really old ones to like kids and their parents. They're like, yeah, like kids will play with this in the neighborhood, and it's like you never know. Like one of those kids may be the next version of me. Like you never know. So it's a shot in the dark. But if people are just gonna throw that ball away anyways, like I don't know, it's worth something, I think. But yeah, like I will gladly take your old balls. Like everybody gets mad because they're like, JD, all your balls are flat, and I'm like, yep, just flat old ball JD here. So what do you got, Joey? Anything good?
Still looking.
Well, anyways, I'll talk about the camping struggles in the rain from this past weekend. We tried to, oh my gosh, Thomas booked us a camping site that didn't have any electric or water hookups, so that was a little bit difficult. And everything had to be over an open flame. And Max was our chef for the weekend, and he, God bless his soul, he was trying to make some garlic bread and dropped a whole like aluminum foil like sheet of them in this puddle, and then he just picked them back up. Put them over the fire, and everybody ate them, and I just sat there in disgust because nobody knew except for me. Wow. Which was disgusting. Wasn't the most disgusting thing of the weekend, but yeah, camping in the rain, not ideal. Definitely a wet weekend, but it was nice enough that we could go kayaking for a couple hours, so that was cool. But yeah, everything got soaked, everything was wet, so still better than the first year we went to Flanders. It just has to be like that first weekend of August, like just everywhere in the country just must rain, because first year we went to Flanders, one of the kids on our team, actually former U.S. junior national team standout goalkeeper, Rusty Craycraft, he was with us, and he fell asleep in his tent like under like 6 inches of water. Like I opened his tent to wake him up, and he was literally like sleeping underwater. I was like, how did you not drown? The problem is that we got a 9-hour drive home, and we had to pack all that soaking wet stuff in the trunk of my car, which just like baked. I slept in the back seat of my car that whole weekend because I was not going to sleep in the tent underwater like them. Sure, we might have put the tent on a little bit of higher ground, but mistakes were made. But my car, up until the point where I totaled it, smelled like just stank, just moldy, musty stank. So, anyways, you find anything good on the website?
Yeah, I would recommend looking at it. It's in euros, so I do a little mental math, but they have a variety of handballs, and I think I will be perusing this later. So thank you, Mishi. Appreciate the little hint there.
We'll have to ask handballshop.com for an advertisement gig. We're giving them free
promo code Mishi for
promo code Mishi for 10% off, free shipping on all purchases. That would be cool. We'll have to tag them or something like that. I don't know if they got some social media, but I don't know. That we're hoping to make this a pretty short episode today because it's Tuesday during the week, and get back after it this weekend with a big episode.
Well, let's talk about one more handball.
Okay, all right. Since you didn't get the chance to run down the topics list, what you got there, boss?
I had something earlier.
Was it the shirt that I'm wearing that you gave me? Oh, that's right. I'm wearing your split goalkeeper shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For my Team Handball Tuesday action.
They still had that camp this year.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Croatia is one of the only. So went to this goalie camp in Croatia a few years ago. Sick. If you're a goalie or if you know a goalie, tell them to go to this camp.
It looked really awesome. Like just split as a city alone, and then the camp itself was awesome.
Everything about it was freaking amazing. Basically, you're at this resort on the Adriatic with handball goalies from all over the world, and the camp counselors are like professional, like big names, like Roland Mikler, Mirko Alilovic. Both were best Prems goalies, and when I went the first year, they had just played in the Champions League final, so that was
pretty big deal. Wasn't Yannick Green there too when you were there? And
not Yannick Green.
There was another guy. Who was? Okay.
There's I'm trying to think. Porko Rostovsky from Barcelona.
Yeah.
I saw Yannick Green when I was.
Yeah, you saw him in Denmark, right?
He went to EC. He went to that school, and he was like a kid.
Okay.
So we had that bond.
Yeah.
That connection.
You're tight.
But yeah. No. Hell yeah. The shirt looks good on you. I can't see you, but
I know.
I know it looks good
on you. But yeah, sorry. What were you actually gonna? You had an actual handball topic though.
That was it. I just wanted to check one handball topic off.
Okay.
Off the noggin. I feel like we were one short.
Yeah, normally we got a solid 5 or 6. So these short Team Handball Tuesday editions. Mishi did want to say that they are willing to negotiate promo codes, so we should reach out to them. Like, I think that's our homework for Saturday. Like you heard it here, folks. Like, I don't know. Mishi doesn't kid around, so I'm gonna say this is real deal. We're gonna get our first real sponsor here, making moves. Cashing checks and snapping necks, as they say in Step Brothers. So cool, good. Anything else, Joey? Otherwise,
yeah, I don't know. We'll see how things shake out here. We almost forgot. This is what I was thinking about.
Oh, thank goodness.
For the national.
Oh yeah, dang.
Have you seen?
I didn't look at. I had John Ryan came to me and was questioning a lot of them, and I don't know. I was part of like the process, I guess, because since I served as a semi-assistant coach with the national team, they were talking about putting together the roster for Norca, and I was like, well, even if Norca doesn't happen, we still have to go through the necessary processes for Ted Stevens to make sure athletes are notified that they have the opportunity to try out. Well, because the tryouts were supposed to be in August in LA and New York, that can't happen now, so we have to do a online video tryout kind of thing. So I guess players are going to submit 15 minutes of game film, which I feel like is a lot.
Oh, it's gonna be 15 minutes long.
I think that's
Oh my
what
God.
I think that's what I
That right
saw.
now.
Is 15
Hold
minutes.
on. 15 minutes of people, and it's on the website right now if you want to look. 15
Everybody,
minutes
check
of
out
people.
USATeamhandball.com.
Yeah, or
It's probably teamusa.com/Team Handball or something like that. But
JD, that's kind of like actually weird because I mean, presumably the people they're trying to target are guys who have like never touched a handball before.
yeah, so what are you
there's
gonna? I mean,
running, jumping, passing, catching, shooting, offensive attack, whatever that means, defensive techniques for somebody who's never played handball. Goals will be evaluated on skills specific to the position. What those skills are, those are techniques for shot blocking and passing. Game situations are preferred according to this.
preferred, but not required, just preferred.
This is strange. This is just a very strange. We picked a strange sport to play and to care about, but this is kind of weird. This is just a weird situation. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I'm not going to film myself running, jumping, passing, and email it to you, JD, to be evaluated. But yeah, if I'm I don't know.
Let's take a step back here. Sorry, folks, if you wanted to leave, but we're going to talk now.
Yeah.
Michi's ready for a lot of bad videos. My thing is like the national team on the men's side. There's a pretty strong core group of people that are kind of solidified for the next, I'd say 4, 5, 6 years maybe. Yes, I should make highlight videos with XPS. Shout out XPS. If I don't think we have access yet, that's coming down the pipe later. Knock on wood, hopefully. But yeah, the men's team, it's gonna be tough. You know, you might be able to make like a role player position if you haven't ever played. What you would need is to be pretty tall, pretty strong, very athletic, and have film capture that moment, and then just have you have to be able to transition the game pretty quickly. So showing like you have good intuition in other sports, I think is a good way to go about it.
High school football highlight tapes.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I would want to see like running back cutting through a hole with what decisions they make. You know, quarterback I don't really care for. You know, wide receiver we could do speed. Linebacker I'd be down for. Like lineman, you know, it's maybe tougher. Good from a defensive standpoint. If they're a defensive specialist, I think an offensive lineman would be a good spot to be. Maybe I'm not really sure. It's tough. Like basketball, like, you know, point guard, what kind of decisions they make there. A slasher kind of player is what you're looking for. Lacrosse, to me, you and I both agree with this. That like every lacrosse player has to make there's no like role. Like I guess, you know, attackman. If you play X, like, yeah, you're just a feeder. You know, you're not doing squat, but
probably chubby too.
Yeah, you're probably just a fat attackman who doesn't want to chase the ball after the missed shot. So,
yeah,
so,
this is just
Michi says showcase your one-on-one schools abiding by physical distance rules.
No
excellent. Yeah.
Now I want to be like a fly on the wall in the meeting where they're like going through all this film, because I'm sure there are some.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna see some stuff that's just like, did you really think that you had? I shouldn't be so mean, but like, there's gonna be people that are well, throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
Yeah, right. No, but if they're having this and the Olympics were like last week, holy moly, the amount of film they would get, that would be absurd.
Yeah, people would just be like, they'd just be dumping in footage. Like, we'd have everybody's huddle highlights left and right, man. Like, so, and they do have, to Michi's point, Emily and Melissa right now have several interns, which have been helping them with a lot of their duties, which is awesome. I don't know that Robert and the rest of the coaching staff's going to want interns to dissect this film. Maybe, I don't know. Might be worth a shot.
Wait, are they gonna have the interns like select?
No. Sorry, do not take that way. I was just saying that there were interns. Mishy said that interns could look at it. Mishy's also talking about pure arm speed, though, so watch out for those donks. Uh, but yeah, I think it's going to be very, very tough to just filter through all of that. I mean, you can watch a highlight tape of somebody in 30 seconds and say, like, do I need to keep watching or not? Like, like it is tough because some kids. Oh, Martin said pure arm speed. Sorry. The green, you guys are like light green, dark green, and it's really hard to read. So I just look down, I see M, and then that's my apologies. But yeah, like you're gonna get kids that are gonna be like tennis players. Like we have a kid on our team at Ohio State. Like he's just a tennis player. He's probably one of the best kids on our team. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, if he came in and wanted to play handball, like, and he only had tennis highlights, like, I'm not gonna like. What do you want me to do? Like, all right, you're good at whacking a ball with a racket. I'm not sure how this translates because it's just lateral movement. I mean, it's good, but. So yeah, that should be interesting. That selection process. I think that selection closes 2 weeks from yesterday, or 2 weeks from this Friday. Not sure. It's 2 weeks basically. I think it's somewhere in the August 20 something. So people got time. So if you're out there, if you're an athlete looking to make the team, send in your stuff. The women's team is going to be very interesting because we got a lot of aging ladies on that women's national team. So a lot of potential there.
I'm not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. That topic. Yeah, that's. I'm just curious, JD. For the Pan Ams last year, I don't feel like they like notified people. I don't feel like there was like. I don't feel like they complied strictly by the rules there. But,
there's it's definitely been something that has been a soft point in a lot of conversations that none of the it's a big problem on the board, I should say. It's just being timely, getting an organized schedule. These international breaks aren't new to anybody. I mean, everybody knows when the international breaks are going to be well in advance. Shouldn't be that hard to say, hey, we're going to have a tryout here. Hey, we're going to notify them X. When is the event? Subtract the number of weeks we need to make our roster, subtract the number of weeks we need to notify players, and then subtract the number of weeks, I guess, before that to when the tryout would be. So that way you have this timeline is already built. We're not rocket scientists here. This is very simple project management. Anyways.
Shout out to Emily and Melissa because they've been doing yeoman's work for as far as what they've been doing, and like having some credibility, like making sure they're doing things right now is cool to see.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot more on like the coaches because the coaches don't necessarily always like tell Melissa because Melissa doesn't know. I mean, she's a media, right? But at the same time, if she doesn't know when these tournaments are and she's not told that we're competing in these tournaments, how is she supposed to know to tell Melissa to send out a communications, like a press release? So,
they did it this time,
right? Because we were all in a meeting, the coaches, and I was like, hey, we need to let people know here. So now whether Norca is going to happen or not is a whole other conversation. So because what happens is this was supposed to be whoever took first place there gets the slot for World Championships in Egypt in January.
Yep.
So
as far as travel goes too, like that core contingent of
they're all in Europe, right?
Based in Europe. So it's kind of actually, again, the weirdness of handball. Like these guys who are sending in their tennis highlights from high school, like in a weird way, probably have a good shot of making the team, having never played handball. Because, I mean, the way the world is right now, if they have the tournament, but you can't get the Europeans there, like there's like 4 people in the United States who like can play handball competently. Like maybe not 4 people,
Yeah.
but like it's a very small
Hyperbole
amount of
understood.
like, yeah, it's exaggerated, but you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be very, very, and call me crazy, JD. I think even with just the stateside American handball players, they given the draw that they have, I think they could potentially still win.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talk about what other countries would even attend the tournament, so it could be an easier path because some of the tougher teams might not compete. So that's kind of the
just North American teams.
Yeah. So it's Cuba, Mexico, Puerto Rico, U.S., Canada. Oh, don't make me buzz all Latino. Sorry, and Greenland. So Greenland's tough. Cuba's tough. Mexico's pretty tough, but I think our current team could beat all of them. But to your point, if Europeans can't come over, or if there's some 2-week quarantine, or there's a lot of hoops to jump through that definitely need to be accounted for, and that's the first week in November. So there's still a lot. A lot can change between now and then. So we'll see. But I'm very excited if we could get his team to go to Egypt. Especially with the state of sports here, maybe we get some extra coverage. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Who knows at this point?
That'd be wild. Would you go? Would you be like an assistant coach, do you think? Or would you just go as a fan if you weren't an assistant coach?
Well, considering I have my new job, which gives me more PTO, I would say I would probably go. Regardless if I was on the coaching staff or just a fan, I would probably go, hopefully as like continue to do my stuff as the stats guy, just camera guy, whatever, water boy, team punching bag, I don't care. So I will be there to support whatever's needed, the moral coach, just our team morale.
Having going to the World Championships a few years ago and seeing like Tunisia would have like a supporter section, and like Saudi Arabia would have like their own like fans and stuff. It'd be fun to just be like
the lone
3 Americans.
Yeah.
Just be like rowdy and
just
like
completely body painted up, man. Getting like Seven Nation Army chants all day, like yeah.
We're gonna make that happen.
We'd probably be hated by the rest of the world, but
oh no, dude, they would love it. Oh my god, they would absolutely love it. We'd be so like popular. People would love us.
All right, you heard it here, everybody. Like we're gonna go be the real American guys here.
And JD, this is a big if they don't select us for the.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because we both could submit. I mean, what happens if I beat you out? And then Renee and Nico both just like fell down a flight of stairs and both slightly sprained their ankles. Yeah, they're both my friends, so I'm not asking them to get hurt. Like I know Renee might watch this, so he'd probably laugh a lot. But yeah, I think it's. Yeah. Better watch out. I'm coming for you. So he knows. I've practiced with him a couple times. You've practiced with him a couple times. You freaking backed him up. Yeah, you taught him everything he knows. He should be thankful for us.
No, I didn't back him up. I gave him the guidance to flourish like the butterfly.
To be the man-child he is.
Am I responsible for how well he's done in his career? Yes, but do I like to take credit for it? Like, yeah. You can trace it all back to when we were roommates and teammates in Paraguay.
Yeah, done. The rest is history from there. So,
still waiting on the thank you, though, Renee.
You heard it, Renee. We're coming for you. Okay.
No, cool. But yeah, that would be. I think they would actually do pretty well at the World Championship.
Yeah, it'd be good. It would be good, especially January. If we don't have college football, like, and then the NFL doesn't pan out the way we could be really starving for sports. So.
Yes, just like we have been for the past few months.
Yeah, but like normally this is like just baseball time, so it's not like you're really missing anything, in my opinion. Right. So I'm not really too worried, but Yeah, so I think this turned out to a pretty solid episode. You got any other last minute remarks here? No. Otherwise, we're gonna shut her down right at an hour here. So just hit the 59-minute mark. Cool.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. As always, keep shooting. Let me get the transition going.
I don't think there was some debate there for what was it? What was the thing you were about to say? Shit. You're about to say something. Never mind. Yeah. What? Whoopsies.